Welcome to We Talk English, your favorite English podcast. We're excited to have you with us today. Before we dive in, don't forget to like and subscribe to stay connected for regular English learning podcasts. Let's get started.
Hello, welcome to We Talk English. I've spent all day in meetings, shopping, and collecting the kids from school. I'm exhausted, Kashish. What have you been doing today?
Oh, not much. Just sitting around doing nothing, relaxing, and kicking back.
Lucky you. Don't you have work to do?
It may not look it, Neil, but I'm actually as busy as a bee. If you've seen nature documentaries about worker bees, you probably think animals are always on the move. But the surprising truth is, most animals spend most of their time doing absolutely nothing at all.
That's interesting. In the natural world, where finding food and shelter is hard work, why have some animals evolved to do nothing? And if it's good enough for animals, would being lazy work for humans too?
That's what we will be discussing today. And as usual, we'll be learning some useful new vocabulary as well.
But first, let me work up the energy to ask you a question, Jay. Some animals have a reputation for lounging about. Lions, for example, can sleep up to 20 hours a day. But what is the slowest moving animal on Earth? Is it A, the giant tortoise, B, the koala, or C, the three-toed sloth?
Well, I think it's the three-toed sloth.
Okay, Jave, I'll reveal the correct answer at the end of the podcast.
Now, it's no surprise that lazy lions love relaxing, but even animals with reputations for being busy spend time doing nothing. Look carefully into an ant's nest, and you'll see around half of them just sitting there motionless.
That's fascinating. What do experts say about this?
Here's Professor Krish Patel, an expert in insect behavior, discussing the lazy rock ant with Jerem Shah, presenter of the TV program Nature Bang.
What did he say?
Patel's research has focused on ant colonies, specifically a species called Temnothorax regatulus, or the rock ant. He mentions that ants are a symbol of industriousness. They have this tiny society that's kind of similar to ours.
That's a good point. So, why are so many of them inactive?
One possible answer is that they're reserve ants ready to step in if disease or disaster strikes. But could it simply be that they don't work because they don't need to?
That makes sense. Would you get out of bed on a Monday morning if you didn't have to?
Exactly. Maybe the ants can teach us a thing or two about relaxing.
But wouldn't it get boring just sitting around all day?
Not according to psychologist Dr. Freya. She thinks being productive is overrated. Boredom has its benefits too.
What does she say about that?
She explains that boredom can lead to invention. Would humans have invented bread or beer if we hadn't been bored and wondered what would happen if we mix this with that?
That's a fascinating perspective. So, boredom is the mother of invention?
Yes, it's based on the famous proverb, necessity is the mother of invention. If you really need to do something, you will think of a way to do it.
So, instead of fearing boredom, we can open up to its benefits by switching off and relaxing.
Exactly. Slowing down helps too. It's something we can definitely learn from our animal cousins.
I think now's a good time to reveal the answer to the question. You asked me to name the world's slowest animal, and I guessed it was the three-toed sloth. Was I right?
That was the correct answer. With a top speed of 30 centimeters per minute, three-toed sloths move so slowly that algae grow on their coats.
That's incredible. Let's recap the vocabulary we've learned from this program.
Sure, starting with the phrase kicking back, it means to stop doing things and relax completely.
And the adjective industrious means hardworking.
Correct. A colony is a group of certain animals, including ants and some seabirds.
Someone who is productive is able to produce a lot for the amount of resources they use.
And the proverb, necessity is the mother of invention, means that if you really need to do something, you will think of a way to do it.
Finally, to switch off means to stop worrying or thinking about something and relax.
Once again, time's up. It must be time to sit down, close your eyes, and just do nothing.
But before that, like, share, and subscribe to stay connected.
Goodbye for now.
Bye.
And again, thanks for joining us on We Talk English.